Hello, knife lovers. This is Phil. I'm actually doing my second review. This is my second review I've ever done. It's a knife review, a flipper knife. First review I've ever done was a vape mod, so it's not really in relation with a knife. But I got many knives, and I've never done a review on a knife until now. And the reason why I chose to do a knife on this one is because it's a really good quality knife for the price. As far as materials that it's made out of to the price, it's just really unreal, in my opinion. It's a company called Rake, and from the lettering, you would think it's pronounced Ruike, but it's actually Rake. Um, it's a flipper knife in a nice packaging, as you can see. Get this guy open. Um, and here's the box. Nice box. Says the same thing, Rake. Um, Take this off, and then left with some paperwork. A little tag. It says break. Um, Warranty card. Business card of the place where I bought it from. I actually bought it on eBay, but I guess this is the store that sells them. Um, and the warranty information. It has a 5-year warranty. It goes over that stuff, and has all the dimensions on here. It's before we get started, we'll go over the dimensions. So you can see on here, it's blade length of 3.46 inches. Oh my, I can't even get it. There we go. Overall length of 8.46 inches. Blade width 0.14, 3.5 millimeter. Weight 4.48 ounces, and blade steel 14C28N steel, and G10 handle. And here's the star that show the knife. It's the p121B, meaning black G10. They also do one in green. I got the black one. As you can see, it's a flipper. It's on bearings. I don't know if they're ball bearings or if they are rolling bearings. Either way, it doesn't matter. It is butter smooth. As you can see, when I close it, it does collapse on its own, just by shaking it. It just comes out fast. The D10 on it's perfect. It's not too much D10. It's not too little. The thing is, with some of these knives with really good bearings, is you don't need a whole lot of D10. Just enough to really keep it closed. It doesn't pop out. But here's the blade, 3.5-inch blade. Oh, well, 3.46. It's a satin finish, flat grind, flat from here to here. But then it's just kind of got this going on, little cut, angle on the swedge here. But it's not real narrow on the top, though. On the website, Rake's website, they categorize it as a drop point. I don't know. There is a slight sweep here. If I take something flat and put it right along there, as you can see, there's a gap. So that lets me know that it's not flat. It sweeps a little bit, and the tip does come up a little bit. So to me, it's more of a clip point than it is a drop point. I don't know, but it is a liner lock. Jimping on the liner lock. I do like the liner lock because it doesn't protrude too much. It's just enough to get a hold of it. Get some of these knives where it protrudes too much, and it just, I don't know, just feels like sometimes it's gonna close on its own. Doing whatever utility stuff with it. G10 handle, nice cutouts here on the G10. Kind of wish they would have rounded off the corners here a little, a little bit, but I might end up doing that here myself. But G10 here, grip right here. Not really so much grip here and down here, but more just right in the middle. It's a really neat handle design. It's got this nice swoop here. This little angle here. There's no jimping, which I'm fine with that. It just gives this knife more of a cleaner look without the jimping. It's got the finger guard flipper, so you got a thrust or anything. You're not going to go forward on it. You're gives a decent grip. I just really love the blade shape of this. Just looks cool. Standard belly. Nice belly. Nice pocket clip. I did have to bend it out a little bit. I like to take my pocket clips where there's a little bit of gap between the G10 and the part that touches the G10. It's just easier taking it out of the pocket. Good thick liners. It is skeletonized. You know, as you can see there. No lanyard loop, which is nice because I hate lanyard. Lanyard hole. I hate lanyard holes, but it does have a post here, so you can tie, a lanyard, whatever. It is open pillar construction, which is nice. I'm not one for back spacers. I like open. I like them open when it comes to pocket knives. It is sharp. I did test it earlier. Earlier this week when I first got it, on this piece of paper. I'm gonna show you guys on the review. It's razor sharp. As you can see, it's razor sharp. And there is no blade play. No blade play whatsoever. Back and forth, side to side. There's none. No blade play. Butter smooth, like I said. Just a real smooth, The detent, plenty of detent. As you can see when I close it, as it closes, it sucks in, I'm shaking it, and it does not. I'm shaking it vigorously, and it does not come out. What more is there really say of this knife? It's a good knife, and I only paid $36 for this 14C28N steel, and according to Ruike's website, they do sub-zero quench their steel, their stock. So, with that being said, that's 58 to a 60 Rockwell. If it's done properly, if it's done the way they're saying it's being done, that's pretty much going to be pretty close, right up there with VG10. Pretty close. This kind of steel is very corrosion resistant. You can find tests on YouTube. It was a steel that was originally designed for Kershaw, Sandvik steel, and to replace the steel that Kershaw was using, it was a 12 CR. I forget the numbers for the nitrogen, the amount of nitrogen. I think it was 16, something like that. Which that's what the N for is. It's an increase in nitrogen and an increase in chrome. Has a very decent edge retention. And it's nice. It's not going to chip like your S30V steels. That's the one thing. These S30V steels. They can be prone to chip and whatnot. And the S30V5s, SV35Vs, I should say, whatever it's called. But excuse me. But yeah, very, very good knife. I really like this knife a lot. I got big hands, and the grip is long enough. It's probably about almost a 4 3/4 inch handle. So it's light. I mean, it's definitely 4.5 ounces, like it says. It's nice and light. I like the width of it. It's not too thin. I'm not really big into the thin pocket knives. It just doesn't feel like you have something holding on to, Has a little girth to it, It's probably a half inch, a little over a half inch probably. Probably about, 0.6, 0.65, something like that. So yeah, really not much more to say about this knife, and but yeah, like I said, eBay $35, $36. There's other models on there too. Like it goes for a couple bucks more, a couple bucks cheaper. Literally just a couple bucks more, a couple bucks cheaper. The most expensive knife they do, well, a fixed blade one they do that's like $50 some. But as far as the pocket knives, I think the most expensive one they're doing is like 38 to 40 on there. So. Yeah, but I like this design the most. I just really like that blade and the whole shape. It's just nice, and it's real slim. It's slim this way. It's not a real wide blade, It's just something good for utility, something, self-defense, It'll do its thing either way, Nice satin finish, good fit, like I said, no blade play. Nice thick liner with jimping. Oh, and this jimping's very smooth. Like when you go to close it, like there's no friction. It doesn't stick at all. Like it just goes over butter. It goes over butter smooth, and that's really what you want, because the less friction there is between here and this metal, the less it's gonna wear, and the lockup is full. It's the whole liner's on, which is good. Some guys like it when it's about 50% to give them room to wear, but if it's made right and the geometry's right between this and this, it it won't wear out. That's the thing, and you can make it where it goes on. Like I have a knife that's literally over 20 years old. I've opened that thing time after time after time after time after time, just playing with it after all these years. Still do once in a while carry it with me and stuff like that, and it's never. It might have slid over just a hair. Like I don't even think it's moved over at all, really. But yeah, it's the same thing. It's just buttery smooth. That's what I look for in a liner. Like if I notice like a knife sticking, boom, like when I go to close it, that's a turn off for me because it's not done right. It's gonna wear. It's the tighter your friction against something is, the more it's gonna wear. This ain't gonna wear. It's just there, just right. Which a lot of liners are like that, so yeah, the Rake p121 Hussar, and have a good day.